guys, welcome back. Let's play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we lost our party leader and the titular character. We've been kidnapped, put in jail, stripped of our equipment, our items, our money. We can't even switch out to our other party members. The only thing we can do is go outside, find out that we are indeed aboard the almighty Blackbird. What have you found, Frog? We can get up there. You can indeed go up here. However, if Ayla is in the party, a secondary option is open to you. Serves them right. Without their weapons, they're powerless. Think of a plan. That's not a plan. Let's try that again. Well, we're going to pull the dumbest plan possible. Keep the guard off guard. Total system overlord. Irreparable, please help. It seems we have succeeded indeed. Oh my lord. This game is hilarious. Can I do anything with you? No? If you don't have... I'm not sure if you need Ayla to do that, but the way it works is we have up here. From here, we watch our captors and see what's going on. So if you press the A button, you can see what's going on outside, which is cool. This is a neat little feature. Now, normally, I guess I have my party order different, and I have Frog at the bottom, because in all my experience, Frog's always the one who ends up playing sick, which is always really funny to me. But, hey, you. What's here? Can't just tinker with another's possession. Seems he's modifying Epoch. Pay close attention to what you're doing. This will be my royal heir throne. The world now belongs to me. Dalton, you're such a tool. Well, not only do we have to get our gear back, we gotta stop him from dicking around with our airship. Now, this might seem really confusing to you, and it is. Look at all this area over here. You can grab a full map if it makes things easier for you. You can go over here, you can fall down. There's lots of enemies you can fight right now. As I said in the previous episode, because we have Ayla in the party and she attacks with her fists, she is now available to fight in combat. If you did not bring Ayla, none of your party members will be able to attack at all, and you won't be able to fight any battles. So this was where I started, correct? Yes, so this is where we started. From here, we want to go right, up, left, and yes, all of the area we can traverse on is all kind of off screen here. Here, I'll just show you this loops around like this, same portal, so we go up from here, go up to the top, and then down one. And you want to go over this way. Over here, just showing you, there is indeed another one of these. It leads to just that. So we don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to go out of my way to fight every single enemy in here because I don't want to gain too many levels. If you do not have Ayla in the party, this room will contain a treasure chest containing whoever your lead party member is. And you will be able to get that person's equipment back without fighting any battles at all. And then you can fight this guy. Hey, you. But yeah, as you can see, the other two won't be targeted, and they can't do anything. They don't get their turns or anything like that, so just have Ayla finish off the enemies and move on. We can't change our equipment because we don't have all of the rest of our items. I'll go in and show you. It's empty. Completely empty. We need to heal. We can heal, but we can't use any of our techs in battle. Not until we get our equipment back and we can be proper parts of the battle. So now that we have that, let's go back to our original spot here. Now, that's the only piece of our set of equipment that can only be gained by going through the air ducts there. Everything else can be obtained by just going through the doorways. And that is easier. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, one thing that's of quite a lot of value in here is Ayla's tailspin ability. Because the enemies tend to form on her, she's able to hit them very easily with tailspin. Actually, the same amount of damage, which is nice. And so she's able to take them out relatively easily if they all gang up on her. It also works in how the area is laid out. As you can see, we get lots of tech points. We got our money back. The least important of all the items that we could, or things, I guess, that we could possibly get right. You talk to these things, we'll be able to go down, and we'll... Okay, we're gonna fight probably the most enemies I think you ever fight at any given time. This is the battle where tailspin is particularly valuable because you're fighting 6 enemies and potentially with Ayla by herself. You don't have somebody like Ayla who can multi-target, though everyone at this point can really multi-target, but it's just really effective, you know, to make real good use of it. She's going to get a whole whack ton of tech points here. 48 tech points, that is ridiculous. And yeah, we don't even need to be in that room. But yeah, basically just go into each of the doors and we'll be able to find all of our treasure. Get all of our equipment back, all of our money back, and then we can proceed to make our way out of here. That's her only multi-targeting attack. I'm just going to use normal attacks. The enemies in here are bashers. They're not particularly strong. The other enemy that we'll fight is the robotic guard that was outside there. They're also not particularly difficult to fight. As we gain our stuff back here, we will get additional party members, such as Robo. He kind of dances on the ladder there. Oops. Well, if you don't move right away, you can wait for this guy to bypass you. I like his name. He's a bite. I'm a nerd, so that kind of humor really lands on me. They have a lot higher physical defense, but they're still not very strong. Robo got a level up. And so we'll hit that. You can't go against the grain of these things particularly well. We already went in here. So let's continue on up here. Don't need to do anything there. Double check this door here. Hey, you. If you didn't fool the guard out that's in front of, or that came into our own cell, then there will be a guard or 2, I can't remember, sitting outside of our cell door, preventing us from getting out. Alright, go get one more. The items aren't really too difficult to find. The only thing that's kind of a pain in the ass is traversing the ducts there, and it kind of sucks, but like I get lost there almost every time I play the game. But to be honest, right before this, I took a quick look just to see exactly, you know, the 2 points that I need access to, which we've already kind of taken a look at. This ladder will lead up to the ducts as well. You care about that. Yeah, whatever, we'll just go through this way. So the bite was kind of on screen and kind of not on screen. A lot of the times, if the enemies are partially on screen in this area, they won't be part of the fight, especially the bites who tend to be, you know, floating around in weird spots. Ah, we got a new tech there. And we got double cure, or cure wave. Restore all allies' HP full for a combined of 8 MP. That is fantastic. I can't remember what we can charm from any of these guys. Not that one. Oh, we're going to fight you anyway. Okay, that's fine. Let's find out what we can charm from these guys, because I can't remember. let's find out what we can charm from you. I do not recall. A whole lot of nothing. If it's nothing, it's either nothing or it was another power meal or something like that, which sounds about right for these guys. They're not particularly valuable as enemies other than to get a bunch of extra tech points. Don't need to fight you. We go off the side there. We can avoid fighting you guys. We don't need to fight you guys. I almost got in there. I'm not sure if you can actually get in before the whole the battle triggers, but you can at least open the door, which I always just like, oh, I'm so close. But yeah, this was an area as a kid that I got hopelessly lost in, and it led to me actually, you know, working relatively hard at trying to figure out where exactly I could go. So yeah, we've got everything we need right now. Go around you. Go up here. This is the last of the treasure chests. We got our money back. We got equipment for each of our party members. And yeah, this will contain the rest of our items, giving us access to re-equip however we so decide to do. Oh, yeah, Ayla, charm that thing. Can't remember what you got. Now, the one treasure chest that you can only get by playing around in the ducks, usually as a kid, I missed out on that one. Whatever gear Ayla had coming into this area, I lost, no matter how many times I played, because I could just never find that treasure chest. I don't know why. Well, it's not like I never found it. I found it from time to time. But, like, I wouldn't be able to consistently get it, and I usually miss it. And if you do miss it, when you're going out here, there will be a message that will say, hey, we're still missing stuff. Speaking of missing stuff, let's go down here, because there is still one thing that we can grab. And, come on, there's got to be a ladder around here somewhere. Oh, fine, I'll go in the door then. This one has a ladder. Perfect. And let's go up here to the top, go all the way to the right, down. Now, this tab is a magic tab. This will only appear, I've heard, either after you get all your items or if you go outside. You go outside where I was just at, that's another place where it will trigger that, you know, you've successfully moved forward and that magic tab appears then. I don't know why they're mean like that and they don't make it appear until after, but they do. Anyway, no save point, so I'm going to backtrack to the main room there. Actually, it's probably easier to do from... Didn't want to fight you. From the ducks there, since I know the way relatively quickly. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to save, because when we fight those, what they're called turrets, those enemies outside, well, there's something special about them, and we kind of want to save before fighting them. Okay, we're back. Now, so I've saved up, and there's a wind feature here, which I like because it's actually realistic. You want to try and fight these guys one at a time. These are turrets. This is why we want to fight them one at a time. They are basically Rubbles 2.0. They give us tons of tech points. We have 2 Berserkers and a Hero Medal with the Masamune, because if Frog does land a hit, he's going to likely land a critical this way, which will do more than his more powerful weapons will with a single attack, which he is more likely to do without the Hero Medal and the Masamune. There we go. They do have more HP than the other ones, I believe, and they will self-destruct, and then we get a whole lot of nothing. Now, you can, and often the case, fight them 2 at a time, but that's not how we want to do it. We want to be able to fight them 1 at a time. So if we can go like this, no, we can set it up so that we can only fight 1 at a time. That's our preference. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reload so that I don't have to try and fight them. Well, we'll fight 1 more on screen so that I can hopefully demonstrate actually winning and show you how much tech points and all that crap I get. But other than that, we'll just cut to however much any new skills that I learn as I'm progressing through this and trying to take them all down. I think there's one battle that you have to do where you fight 2 at a time, and the rest of them you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I'm going to reload so we can get the maximum tech points for everybody. And I will see you in a moment after I take care of all of them. As you can see, oops. Yeah, see that one, the one was kind of on the screen and kind of not. So you can kind of cheese away, you can't even run away from these guys. But anyway, I will see you in a moment. Okay, we learned Area Bomb for Robo there. That's about all we managed in that fight. I've managed to fight them all one at a time so far. I think I'm going to go save, though. And we learned Dino Tail in this fight. Lovely. Okay, we're back. We've cleared out all of them. I mistakenly ran into 2 at the same time, and I managed to kill them both in the same fight, which was actually really nice. Here's where my techs are working on now. We learned Dino Tail. Working on Triple Kick, which is her ultimate tech. I specifically brought this party, 1, because I knew Ayla wanted to be here, and 2, everyone else is here just because they had more to work on, and I have less plans for them going forward. And Frog Squash, we're closing in on learning that one, his ultimate tech there. And after learning Area Bomb, we now have access to Shock. Shock is very nice. I really appreciate that one. We can't even look at what our other characters are doing right now. We have no access to them right now. So anyway, here's my new setup. We have blue mail on you, power ring, frog. We can actually give the black mail to if you so desire it. In fact, I'll probably do that. This was what was on Chrono, but as I knew what was coming before the previous episode, I decided to remove certain pieces of equipment from him that I wanted to have for my other characters. Let's see. Rage Band, because I really don't have anything better to put on you. Dash Ring, because you still need the speed. Time Hat, sure, why not? And he had the big hand before. I can't remember where I got Geyser Arm, but I forgot to put that on somewhere along the line, so there's that. Oh, wait a minute, there's one left. Okay, well, I guess I'm putting Berserkers back on, because he wasn't here a moment ago. So let's fight one more of these guys. As far as I know, they do not respawn. This could just be a lucky break, or maybe one I missed. I didn't set up Frog with Masamune, but hopefully the other 2 can get the job done. Come on, big money. I do have the Rage Band on, not that they ever seem to attack Frog. And I have a feeling I'm not winning this fight. Oh, maybe. One more hit. Nope. I got nothing. Well, I'm not worried about that. Okay, so now the music's changed. There is a spot here where you just can't get up. You have to go around it. I'm not exactly sure why. Ooh, excuse me. But what I am going to do is I'm going to zone in here real quick and see if that guy does indeed respawn. Don't think he respawns, so I missed one. I could go back and load my save, but whatever. Not that worried about it. Something cometh, huh? Massive magic energy reaction. You mean a magical energy reaction? I may like this translation, but that doesn't mean I don't recognize that it's got problems. Oh yeah, I have Berserkers and stuff on. Well, I guess I am reloading to try that guy again. Give me a moment. Okay, round 2 without forgetting to remove my Berserkers this time. That'll probably make things go a little bit better. I don't think you have anything to charm, but I want to try anyway. Yeah, I didn't think so. Now, this is a pretty cool fight, because he counts down, and if you don't do anything... He counts down really, really fast. Impossible! I'm scared! Okay then. And he runs away. You don't get anything that way, though. You try and take him out. So if you do want the tech points from it, you're going to want to deal as much damage as possible. And I believe Beast Toss is our best bet for pure DPS. It's one of my favorite techs to do in the entire game. Well, favorite dual techs anyway, because look at the amount of damage it can deal. And Frog, unfortunately, just doesn't have very many good dual techs right now, and that's his best single tech. So we really need to do a lot of damage really, really fast. I can't remember how much HP this guy has, but I know it's a lot, so we need to spam and do a lot of damage really, really, really quickly. So if we need anyone to refill MP, it's going to be Frog, while the other two continue to spam Beast Toss. But we're going to wait until later for that. It's not the most interesting fight in the world this way, but we definitely want to do as much damage as we can as fast as possible, because we need to do a lot of damage in order to finish this guy off. As you saw when we weren't doing anything, his ATB is really, really quick, so just kind of be aware of that and do as much damage as you can. Depending on which party you have, you'll have different abilities that you'll want to make use of. Luca, with anyone, has good dual techs. Just find whichever one does the most damage. Save ahead of time. Oh, wow. Killed him already. I didn't think I'd kill him that fast. Only 40 tech points. Then we got a level up, and another level up, and another level up. Jeez. Don't give up. Well, unfortunately, because I wanted to show both ways of taking down the boss, that's pretty much... No, I'm just kidding. It's complete. I've done it. I thought about ending it there, but no, we'll go longer on this one. We'll finish up the story event here. See these beautiful wings? Now this is the King's Throne. I now name it the Arrow Dalton Imperial. Okay then. They're gonna be my first victims. Engage. No, 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 no. Stop the music. Who needs a fourth wall? There we go, bad guy music. That makes more sense. This game is ridiculous and I love it. Get ready for takeoff. Arrow Dalton Imperial. We have liftoff, Houston. I have a feeling that wasn't there in the original translation. Just a guess, though. Oh! Yeah, he gave it wings. It's flying. Holy crap. A flying time machine. That is frickin' phenomenal. It's not the Epoch, it's the Arrow Dalton Imperial. And your excess baggage. Make like the wind and blow out of here. Oh, and he gave it weapons, too. I'm assuming it didn't have those before. You're like insects to me. A lesson shall be learned this day. And we have Suicidal Ayla jumping onto the wings of the, the Epoch. We have Dalton Plus. And Frog needs to give Robo a mid-ether because I want to show this off, but first, I don't think you can charm anything from him, but I'm going to try anyway. Yeah, pretty much if it's a boss, you want to try and charm. Iron Ore, reduced by half. Yeah, he fights the same way he did before. Alright, so let's try Beast Toss. Just because I think it's funny to throw a guy around while we're flying in midair. Golem Boss, go! Wait a minute, we just fought the Golem Boss. Hmm? And he disappeared into the X Zone or End Zone or the Void, whatever from Final Fantasy V, I guess. I don't know. Well, we defeated Dalton as well. He's kind of a joke. Success! Groundling Thief. Is Epoch okay? More importantly, did he change the controls? I'm at a loss. And because the game is, well, the game, bye-bye fourth wall. Press the Y button. Okay, I'll press the Y button. Okay. Somehow this time it's way more powerful than it was last time, and holy crap, it's all on fire. Now hit the X button. He put some self-destruct thing in the Blackbird. That's the only thing I can gather. Oh boy. Justice! Dalton got what he deserved. Whoa, that should be fly. Should have linked your CPU. Now, if only I could get my computer running off a robo. Never have lag again. You're actually in his debt. Epoch in good shape. Epoch become bird. We were lucky. We'd pressed the wrong control devices. Yeah. Find Chrono. Chrono's still alive. And with that, we now have an airship. However, there is a plot point that we must deal with before we can use it to fly around and search for things. We have to find Chrono. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.